Alright boys, for the first time in nearly a year, Squad just dropped a content update. Squad Update 9.0 is finally here, and it's one of the biggest overhauls the game has ever seen. From the move to Unreal Engine 5 to brand new factions and revamped systems, let's break down everything you need to know about this massive update. Update 9.0 moves Squad over to Unreal Engine 5, and one of the biggest advantages comes in map building. With UE5's nanite technology and improved lighting systems, developers can create larger, more detailed maps without the same performance costs as UE4. This means denser urban areas, more complex terrain, and richer detail across the battlefield, giving us more immersive environments than ever before. To showcase these capabilities, one of Squad's most iconic maps, our Basrah, has been completely rebuilt from the ground up. The terrain, the urban layout, and the tactical flow have all been overhauled. You can expect denser combat environments and more opportunities for close quarters action. The airstrip has been expanded and reworked to play a bigger role in combined arms battles. The rivers are now larger and navigable, with boats added to enable new flanking opportunities along the water. And in the southeast, a brand new industrial section brings fresh urban combat spaces and objectives to fight over. UE5 also brought with it a new physics system. Vehicles have now transitioned from UE4's PhysX to UE5's Chaos physics system. Top speeds and acceleration have been rebalanced to better reflect real-world performance, with exceptions for gameplay balance such as the T72 and T90 reverse speeds. Heavier vehicles, like the Bradley IFV, will accelerate slower than lighter MBTs, creating more noticeable speed differences in-game. Tractor vehicles now have improved traction and obstacle clearance thanks to more accurate track tracing in UE5, so no more getting stuck on tiny rocks in the middle of the road. Wheeled vehicles have maintained their faster speeds on roads, but are now slower off-road, giving tractor vehicles a clearer advantage in rough terrain. Update 9.0 also brings major changes to Gunplay, which is aimed at making firefights feel smoother, fairer, and more rewarding. The goals here were to make recoil less random and intense, to improve close range engagements under 150 meters, and to fix the issue of front sights dipping out of view during recoil. The devs have massively adjusted suppression, with aim punch being reduced by 10%, pistols and SMGs now only suppress if their shots pass extremely close, and GPMGs now deliver even more suppression to lock down areas effectively. Recoil has been standardized across all weapons. Camera drift, weapon rotation, and sway are capped sooner, meaning rifles and long arms now stay more stable, and front sights remain visible during sustained fire. The recoil curve has also been smoothed to remove that awkward float at the end of each shot. And finally, several weapons got direct recoil improvements, including the ASVAL and VSS, the SKS, the EF88, and the M240 family. Altogether, these updates make close-range fights less frustrating, suppression more meaningful, and recoil control more consistent. I've also recorded 3 comparisons of recoil and sway of the M4, M72, and Carl Gustaf in version 8.2 and version 9.0 to show the difference. But please keep in mind that the differences are far more noticeable in an organic fight, and I highly encourage you to play with the changes before you form an opinion of them. Update 9.0 also introduces a brand new irregular faction, the Canadian Resistance Force. You'll find them on maps like Goose Bay and Manicougan, and they bring a unique twist with their scout drone specialist. a portable reconnaissance tool that changes how squads gather intel. Each kit gets one drone that costs 250 ammo to rearm and has a battery life of 4 minutes. Interestingly enough, squad leaders for the CRF also carry 3 rallies, with each rally costing 30 ammo to rearm. Furthermore, the CRF also introduces 4 new weapons to the game, including the Lee Enfield, the SKS Tazco, the M1 carbine, and the Glock 18. They also receive a new explosive called a Bangerite IED, which must be shot in order to blow up. The CRF lacks any real significant armour, but it does still receive a wide variety of technicals, including a Humvee tow and other 50 cals. CRF isn't the only faction that's seen some love though. The Middle East Alliance has been fully reworked and rebranded into the Ground Forces of Iran. This faction now has updated kits, redesigned character models, and refreshed vehicle textures, giving them a distinct new identity on the battlefield. They've also received a new M4 variant called the Fajr, as well as Humvees, including a 50 cal and a tow variant. Across multiple factions, a plethora of new kits and rebalanced loadouts have been added. This has massively expanded the number of roles available to players and has put the role system in a fantastic place, where advantages of kits can be noticed and used appropriately in game. Here are the most significant ones. A new role known as the Pathfinder role has been added to Britain, the US, and Canada for their air assault groups. They receive a full auto carbine, a pistol, and 3 grenades. The IMF and the VDV have received the new VSS, a weapon incredibly similar to the ASVAL currently in game. It comes in semi-auto and full auto and includes a PSO scope. Additionally, the IMF have now had the T-72A added to their armoured ranks, which is a weaker version of the T-72s already in game, but greatly increases their firepower. 4 factions have received the scout drone alongside their scout kits, including the CRF, the IMF, the Russian Army, and the VDV. Across all factions, all kits with a pistol now receive a minimum of 4 magazines for their pistol as well. One final particular addition that should pique your interest is the addition of a new CAS helicopter to Canada's air assault group. It comes in the form of the CH-146, which is already in use, with the door guns being replaced by a minigun and a GAL-21 50 cal. To top all of this off, Squad is adding a brand new commendation system. This social progression feature lets players reward each other for teamwork, leadership, and combat performance. It's designed to encourage positive play and make the great squad mates stand out. You can reward each other for your role, teaching, leadership, or teamwork. You'll earn 2 commendation tokens over a game, the first one at 10 minutes and the second at 25. The tokens do not transfer over matches. You can review your commendation progress in the new career page, where you can also select a specific commendation to display on your profile for other players to see in game. That's it for the update, but we also have a small glimpse into the future of Squad thanks to a new roadmap and some devblog sneak peeks. So these include 2 new factions in the works, Ukraine and France, a new party system, a clan system, alongside picture-in-picture optimizations, anti-air and CAS features, and Eastern European map expansions. To finish off, OWI have also added 2 new skin packs, the Second Tour and Insurgent packs. If you'd like to take a more detailed look at bug fixes and kit changes, I'll leave the link to the patch notes down below. But that's everything packed into Squad Update 9.0 and a glimpse at what's ahead. With new factions, overhauled systems, and the power of Unreal Engine 5, Squad is undoubtedly entering its next era. Please drop into the comments and let me know what part of 9.0 you're most excited to play, and I'll see you around.